All right. Good evening, everyone. Time for another old game on a weekday. Woo! Yes, we're continuing the Ultima IV series. I'm gonna continue it. I ain't giving up with this one. I did take a 2-year hiatus. I started this series on my sort of holiday with my Christmas holiday break in 2023. And then I sort of abandoned it in spring of 2024 and resumed it just a couple of months ago now. Yeah, we're doing it. Last time, let's do a little summary. And thankfully, I have AI to help me. This is the most useful thing I've ever found AI can do. It can remind me of what the heck I did in my last stream. And here's what I did. Conquering the Dungeon of Destard. Or Mustard, whatever it's called. You successfully navigated the levels of Destard using your maps and some AI assistance to find a... Wait a minute, I didn't use AI assistance to find the previously miscarried... It's trying to accuse me of cheating. You know, I did. I actually said, can you tell me... I did, but I didn't. I said, could you point me to where I was in the Dungeon of Destard in the previous stream, and then I replayed my last video to see where I had gone and where I hadn't. This led you to level 7, where after a battle with Reapers and Gators, you found the redstone on the altar. That's the main point of the dungeon exploration, to find the stones. Leveling up after exiting Destard and resurrecting Shamino, who had died earlier, you visited Lord British. Both Dupre and Mariah reached new levels 6 and 5 respectively, and you received a full heal for the party. I was hoping to get I guess I was overly optimistic. I was hoping yeah, this guy gets a level, you get a level, you get a level, you get 2 levels, this guy got 3 levels. But that's because I was carving my way through so many monsters. But it was just 1 level each for 2 characters. Massive gear upgrades was next. You traveled to Buccaneer's Den after a long exploration, and I'm gonna have to admit, I did succumb to a tip from Dan the Man, and he asked me if I wanted it after I did explore for a long time and I couldn't find it. So yeah, I don't have a perfectly pure, unspoiled game, you could say. You purchased a magic wand for Mariah, which you noted it would finally make her functional in combat, and magic bows for yourself, meeting my character Mark W. and Shamino. What else we got here? Exploration and tips. You also briefly explored the ruined city of Magencia and visited Moonglow and Scarabray to stock up on food and cheap reagents like black pearl and spider silk. Next steps, you ended the session by meditating at the Shrine of Honesty and planning to head toward the Dungeon of Despise next to continue your quest for the remaining stones. All right, that is the summary. Mark isn't a bug. Oh, I'm getting accused of cheating all over the place here now. Well, there is the town I saw when I was exploring. Let me pull up the map here. There was a town here. I'm trying to rack my brain about what the heck it was, but I couldn't get to it. I'm thinking I could get there. I need to use I think blink spells. I had this hypothesis I could use blink spells to get to it. It's basically walled off. You need to travel by boat from this area, which you can't get into this lake here. But I'm thinking with some clever blink spells, I might be able to get in there. Also, there was whirlpools about, and I remember that there were some. It looks like my NetHack character right here, but there are whirlpools that I remember some of them take you somewhere special, and I think some of them insta kill you. So it might be worth being risky and jumping into one of those. Something seems fishy about it. I was thinking about how it was hanging around right there. And if I do get insta-killed, total party kill, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll just respawn right at Lord British again, and I guess I would lose my boat. So maybe I'll try that eventually. But I'm thinking today I will start by attacking Despise and then maybe make exploring that town a subsequent task on the to-do list. I don't know if my man Andy is watching, but he gave me this wonderful Commodore 64 mousepad, so I'm using that today. Thank you, Andy. My man Andy, I can call him Mandy. My man, that's a little weird to call him Mandy. Andy visited the National Museum of Computing in England, and that's I don't really know everything that's there, but they built that at the location where the code breaking took place in World War II. Alan Turing and all that. All right, So I think without further ado, it's always amazing. I do my little intro spiel, and you hardcore guys stay, but I lose half the rest of the viewers. I don't know what people are expecting. I'm just gonna like go, all right, no intro. I'm playing Ultima 4. Let's go. I guess maybe they do expect that. But here, you know, I would rather have people who appreciate the way I present and the time I take, rather than people who are like impatient and demanding action every second. All right, so thanks for sticking with it, guys. So yeah, right now I am still at Buccaneer's Den, which is like right here. I approximately labeled it on the map. I'm not entirely sure if this is perfectly correct. It doesn't really matter so much, as long as I know roughly where to go when I need to. And Eric says, very cool mouse pad. Ryan says that's a very cool mouse pad. And Eric also says, I appreciate mouse pads. All right, cool. You can appreciate my previous mouse pad. Right now, this is a layer under the new one. I got multi-layered mouse pads here. Maybe that should be my thing. I'll try to like stack mouse pads. This is Legend of the Red. This is a kind of a generic Red Dragon mouse pad that I won in a tournament on the Realm of Sirion BBS for the game Legend of the Red Dragon, which I have covered on this channel. So I won a tournament, and they give real prizes on that BBS, so it's kind of fun. I also got a Red Dragon branded mouse. That was a thing, but it broke eventually. Anyway. Ryan said I love Commodore 64, but the Dragon mouse pad is cooler. I should get that on a t-shirt. I could be a total dork. Let's see. Yeah, so we're at this little island with the Buccaneers. I guess we can go straight to Despise. No, we don't want to do that. We need to check out our spell inventory and stuff. Also, we could use a healing quick. Look at how we're all beat up a little bit. Eric said you should play that on the stream. Also, check out some muds. Maybe. I was thinking of doing I think I said this before, like a Commodore BBS, like a tour, or a BBS crawl. You know, like how people have a pub crawl or a bar crawl. I could just like hop from BBS to BBS and check out what's in each one. What do I want to look for here? Cert, camp, yeah. Status. I wouldn't mind checking out muds. I never really played much in the way of proper muds. Played a little bit. My brother used to be really into one called Bat Mud. Problem is those things like don't have like a time limit per day, sort of. You sink your whole life into. That's my feeling. But I wouldn't mind checking it out. Anyway, the heck am I doing here? I want to look at my spell inventory. Yeah, so one thing I definitely know I want to mix more of is heal. Definitely used a lot of heals. How's our music level, by the way? Audio level. The idea is hopefully you can hear the music a little bit, but it's not drowning out my voice. I just raised it a tiny bit because it looks quite low on my levels over here. So yeah, gotta get a whole bunch of heals. Negate was quite useful a few times. I don't think the Dungeon of Despise has a huge amount of Reapers. I don't recall that anyway. Oh. I just realized my scene is all messed up here. What happened? Thought I had it cropping correct here. But did I accidentally like shrink the window or something? Bear with me a second while I fix that. Okay. I know I prepared this ahead of time. It looks like my window shrunk somehow. Not a big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna mix some, definitely a lot of heal spells. Whatever else seems good. Let's see what I have reagent-wise. I'm not sure yet if I want to go and harvest more of the Nightshade and Mandrake root. Those are the special ones that you cannot buy in stores. You can't buy this in stores. Didn't they used to say cheesy things like that in commercials? I can't remember. Order now, not available in stores. But you cannot even order Mandrake root and Nightshade for delivery. You have to go out and harvest it. You know, the manual says the Shepherd character class is good at like finding herbs or something like that. So I thought I was writing notes about what to hack in this game. If I ever got inspired by hacking the game and modding it, sort of, maybe like if you have a shepherd in your party, you can just gather reagents freely as you go, and then you have to worry about it less. And I was thinking maybe a ranger could hunt for you, like you just gather food as you go. I don't know, just some thoughts I had. Right, so what can we mix with the reagents we have? We can, right Probably make some heals off the bat. Let's pull up the reference card that comes with the game. And let's see, heal in the corner here. It takes B and D, which is ginseng and spider silk. I believe I got a huge supply of cheapo spider silk. Oh no, it was the black pearl. I think I hit up. Yeah, I meant to write what this question mark place was. I think it was Buccaneer's Den that had a ton of black pearl for cheap. Spider silk I might have gotten for pretty cheap at Moonglow as well. So let's write in that this is Buccaneer's Den. Right over here where the question marks are. Ta-da. Cool, now I have that saved. It's kind of fun filling in the blanks like that to me. Ryan says, Shepherd is a funny class. Shepherds should be taking care of their flock and no adventuring. Yeah, they're kind of the weakest. They basically have poor fighting abilities and I think they have no magic abilities even. That's why their associated virtue is humility, I suppose. They're just very meek and humble. Or something like that. So, let's see. Yeah, we gotta find ginseng and spider silk in our inventory. We're gonna make heal. Yeah, we got a good amount of those for sure. Ginseng and spider silk. Mix them up. Oh, shoot. I mean, I'm going to use heal. I mean, I can always make them on the fly, which is a nice thing. But for now, I'm going to make 20. Okay. And now you can see we got 22 heals. I could easily use those. Do I need more cures? I did have 99 at some point. Now I'm down to 48. That's all good, though. What else could I really use? Exit's nice, but you only exit a dungeon once, once at a time. What is undead? Is that like turn undead or something? Should I pull up Ye Old Magic book? I don't know. I feel like I could probably pretty safely just hop into that dungeon and not really worry about it too much. But what is undead? I just want to remind myself. Gotta love the artwork. Resurrect. I don't think I know resurrect. Some spells you don't know the ingredients for. Undead. Yeah, get to the point here. Turning them aside when encountered with the components of such magics are personal and depend on the spellcaster. You must use your knowledge of the properties of magical reagents to determine which two will lend force to your enchantment of undead turning. You got to figure it out. So you're supposed to have a feel for which ingredients do what, which reagents do what, and try to figure it out. I probably knew at some point. I don't think I could tell you off the top of my head. Jeez, I don't know. There's certain themes with each, but like black pearls for offensive stuff generally. Ginseng, garlic tend to be about healing and curing and things like that. Yeah, like the cure spell is B and C. Spider silk. I mean, they actually describe each of the reagents in the book, so you could probably try to gather the themes from that. So far, though, I'm not really finding hordes of undead. We got a whole bunch of quicknesses, a few protects. Alright, let me remind myself where you get Mandrake and Nightshade from. Maybe I'll stop by those places, but I think I'm gonna just hop into dungeon after doing that. Mandrake is like, where? I don't think I noted it on the map. Gotta get the document up. Let's see. Ye Old Ultima document. That's what I should call it. Ye Old Ultima document. I think it's in the Bloody Plains, one of the... There's like 2 Mandrake places. You get Mandrake at the Bloody Plains near the Shrine of Sacrifice. Also in the Fens of the Dead, which are... Where are the Fens of the Dead? Oh, I'm apparently right near the Fens of the Dead. Look, I'm Buccaneer. I could go over here, and I think you have to search in these marshy areas. You know, let's check it out. We're gonna have to cast some cures. And then we can take note of exactly what latitude and longitude over there has Mandrake. And then we'll know for the future. Might regret getting so poisoned, but I mean, it rings a bell to me that there's like little islands with marsh, and then like one of the squares has Mandrake root. Okay, I think we're getting close. That looks like the town of Paws. Town of Paw Patrol. Actually, these don't have marsh. They have hilly areas. Okay. Defense of the Dead might actually be lower. So I wrote my translation up here, but the actual text is right here, and I suppose it probably refers to this batch of islands. Yeah, so let me go down. Let me go south a little bit. What does Ryan say? Ryan says, "I'm sure no one cares now, but I'm sad. It's sad that with downloadable games, you lose those great physical booklets and maps." Oh, I love those things. In fact, my current Atari Age order is hugely delayed because I ordered a game called Penult for Atari 2600. That's an Ultima-like for that machine, and the supplier of cloth maps is very delayed or backed up or something. So I've been waiting on that essentially. Let's fight some of these guys. Haha. But yeah, I'm definitely going to show that off on a stream. I don't really know how in-depth an Atari 2600 Ultima-like can be, but it's going to be fun to explore it, I think. Mariah with her newfound magic wand. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Even visually, it was like a big blue ball. Alright. Let's fight these liches while we're at it. Lich critical. Take that, Lich. Mariah with her new wand misses. Oh, man. Here comes Mark W with his crossbow. A magic bow. Mark W has a magic bow now. That's right. That's an upgrade. All around, we should be dealing out more damage since the shopping spree at Buccaneer's Den. Three characters should be upgraded. But overall, that's, you know, it's a significant chunk of the party, right? It's nearly half. I never got healed yet. Just remembering. That's okay, though. Sleep trap. Janna falls asleep. But yeah, that is wild, right? Ryan, a 2600 Ultima, like. Okay, so we're looking for these little islands. Not sure yet if I'm too south or too north or what. This looks like it. Okay. So I guess I can expect the whole party to get poisoned while I try to remember. Try to figure out which one has the Mandrake root. I'm gonna do it legit, unless Dan spoiled it for me. No, I'm not gonna throw Dan under the bus for the spoiler. I asked for it. So last time I did let Dan spoil it. All right, so I don't know. I can just do it methodically. I have my like gut feelings, like it's just the one with the two squares, but I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. And yeah, get ready to cast a lot of cures, I suppose. I wish I could like have just 6 of my party members park on the mainland and wait while one guy tanks all of the the marsh himself. But that's not how it works, unfortunately. All right, let's search. Nothing here. This is gonna be painful. Alright, nothing here, and we're all poisoned. Gotta keep an eye on these hit points. I will head to Lord British, probably. Get healed up. But I do have to cast cures. Wait a minute, do I have to wait till like there's a double new moon or something? Shoot, I might have to do that anyway. Let me check my doc quick. I think that, I forget if that's Nightshade or Mandrake or both. Well, I have written New Moon search on the single marsh square, referring to the Bloody Plains one. It's probably the same for both of these, isn't it? Oh man, it's gonna be rough, isn't it? Well, I guess I'm gonna start over the search and make sure I do it right. So we're gonna wait for the double new moons and see how many searches we can get in before we have to wait again. It's kind of silly in a way because I've talked about this before, but the moon phases keep progressing even though I don't take turns. So it's like a real-time thing and the actual in-game turns, and it's kind of bonkers the way they aren't really aligned. But that's how the game is. All right, so I got in those bottom fours, the bottom 4 squares to search. So once again, I have to wait for the moons to become new. All right. This is, you know, again, I could always just spoil it, but, you know, I'm trying to be as legit as I can. Sometimes I'll give in to temptation, but that day is not today. Maybe later today it will be. I think I should lose a partial avatar hood for getting spoiled. I should lose my honesty or something. I'll have to repent and pay for reagents at the magic shop, and that's one way you can build up honesty. I think it's honesty, because you pay the blind woman however much you want, and if you pay the actual bill, you earn honesty points. It's awfully convenient. Like, basically, to me, that's like that's less about being honest than just not being a douche. Like, it should be, it's kind of like a baseline, right? Paying what you're supposed to be paying, rather than cheating somebody. So that might be a fun thing to incorporate into a hacked version of the game, like new situations where you can gain or, you know, worsen your various virtues. I don't have any specific ideas. I think I had some before, but I can't recall. Let's get ready to search again. Nothing here. Nothing here. I found it right there. You see it? I found it. Okay. Whew, nice. All right, cool. So now we can, I'm going to stand right here and use the sextant. You know what? My memory said it was on the island with 2 squares. And then I said to myself, you know, I'm going to be methodical and not like jump around wherever my gut tells me. But that was exactly where my gut pointed me. And this isn't a brag, but it's just amazing to me that I could remember a detail like that. And when I haven't played this game before this run in close to 40 years, maybe about 40 years. Definitely no fewer than 35 years. Anyway, what the heck am I doing? Using equipment sextant right here. All right, so I'm going to just take note of where this Fens of the Dead one is. And that is latitude KF. Lost my space here. Where the heck? Latitude KF, longitude GE. Has anyone ever found that their love of like video games or RPGs helped them in school? Because I'm remembering in 9th grade where we had like a unit on latitude and longitude and stuff like that, and it was like second nature to me practically. Because Ultima IV probably. I'm trying to think if it was any other games. No, it was just this game. And Ryan agreed from earlier that does seem like a bare minimum of behavior. Yeah, really. There should be things where the game like really tempts you into lying. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. But it could be a bigger thing, like it could even be like this reminds me of the Bible a little bit, like a demon tempts you in some way and says, you know, if you just lie about this thing, I'll give you great power. And you have to say never. But if you do succumb to the lie, you take an honesty hit, but you get some kind of bonus. And you could probably min-max it if you wanted to and say, well, you know, I'll just recover from my honesty degradation through other means. I just like to daydream about modifications to games. And Eric says, I just learned how to pronounce reagents. I thought the A was silent. Ryan says, Haley, I don't think I learned anything from games. Guess Mist taught me good problem solving skills. Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of us probably learn things that we don't realize. But yeah, Eric learned that reagents was pronounced like that. What'd you think? It was like regions? I could get that. I mean, I don't even know how I learned the pronunciation. I think my older brother probably pronounced it for me. Meaning I heard him pronounce it first. All right, so yeah, I guess up to Lord British to heal up all these poison wounds. We're all cured now, at least. Sorry, switching my windows around. Like, where's my map? Yeah, let's go straight north. We're going against a south blowing. Oh, dare I hop into that? Oh shoot. What do you guys think? Should I hop into the whirlpool or not? I guess I could do a save state, but that feels like cheating. Well, vote in the chat. Should I hop into the whirlpool or not? I think the stream is messed up, Sidra. Oh, okay, what's happening? Oh, it looks like I dropped some frames. I must have had an internet hiccup. I dropped about 1,000 frames, but it looks like it stopped doing that now. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's had an internet hiccup. Dan the Man is here, and he says, do the whirlpool. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Oh, God. Now, Dan likes to read up on these things and know what's happening and then just hold out on me, and which I want him to do. But that makes me feel like he knows and he wouldn't lead me wrong. But that could be totally made up. All right, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Hold on. Can I save? If I do the save in-game save, will that... Can I restore from there? I don't even know. I think I probably could. Let me just do that. That's a legit save, I think, so I'm going to do that. All right, here we go. Wait, get back here, Will. Oh, it worked! Yeah. But my ship took 10 hull damage. That's fine, though. 40 out of 50 ain't bad. All right, where the heck am I? Am I in that lake? I got messages from Arturo. Arturo, join the I could tell he's in Discord. Join the stream, Arturo. All right. So, yeah, I could very well be in this lake right here. Look, this is where I was thinking that town was that I don't remember the name of. All right, let's explore. The game frozen for anyone else? You're having more stream issues. It still says 10, like 1,000 dropped frames. Maybe you're a little bit behind. Well, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just... You say Mark is frozen, but the game is frozen, but Mark is moving. I mean, I haven't been really... Huh. Okay, looking at my preview and I see what you mean. Okay, that's very weird. So my stream is working, but somehow my capturing of the game is messed up. It's been showing my search for Mandrake this whole time. Wow. It's way behind. All right, bear with me a minute. I'm going to just try to reset the capture device thingy here. Maybe that'll help. There, that looks better, I think. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I did go into the whirlpool. All right, let's poke around a little bit. Yes, this is exactly where I wanted to go. Nice. All right, let's explore this town that I don't know the name of. I thought this was Buccaneer's Den before, and I was racking my brain trying to figure it out, and that's when I succumbed to Dan's spoiler. It's your fault, Dan. No, I totally agreed to it. Here come some demons, by the way. You want to fight demons? I'll fight you. We got a Balron, too. Okay, let's focus on the Balron first, because they do nasty things. I don't remember what they do, but I recall they can do nasty things. Balron is lightly wounded. The fighter is blocked by a big post, so I might as well shoot the demon below, probably. Demon heavily wounded. And now Mariah with her magic wand. Miss it. Don't. Okay, the Balron just spent its turn moving. Balron killed. Nice. Let's kill some demons. Let's focus. One at a time is usually the way to do it if you can. Demon heavily wounded. Miss. This one cannot hit that southern demon. It has a southern accent. It's like, how y'all doing there? I don't know. Lame joke. Demon fleeing. I will kill its fleeing self. I mean, I always get a little bit amped up when I see demons, but they're kind of cake. Cake. They should be on is it cake? Is it a demon or is it cake? Let's cut into it. Here we go. I just cut into that demon and it was real. It died. One of these demons must be cake. Shamino got hit by that demon. I assume a cake would not fire a projectile weapon at Shamino the ranger. So that one was not cake. All right, here we go into the town that I don't know the name of. Yeah, Eric says that'd make a good TV show. Is it demon or cake? Exactly. Oh. It's called Cove. Is that really the name of it? Cove? Cove. All right. For some reason, this escapes my recollection entirely. I do remember like a secret town that you had to enter a whirlpool to get to. But I thought that was Buccaneer's Den. I guess my memory got crossed up. So I'm going to just label it Cove somewhere in this lake. I'm not sure exactly where to label it. Doesn't matter. The map doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so let's explore. See what we got here in Cove. I'm assuming there's something fancy and cool here. Hello, Mr. Mage. A druid, sorry. I am Frontis. If you look behind me, you'll see Bacchus. You see a small druid. What is your job, Frontis? Welcome to Cove, the hidden city of wisdom. Health, I am well. Art thou well? Sure. Very good. Want to join me? Can I give you stuff? Wisdom. Herein is found much wisdom and peace. Peace? Find peace in our shrine. Wait, does he have his own shrine outside of the, Well, we're right near the Shrine of Compassion, so he might be referring to that one. But it almost sounds like he's talking about there's a shrine in the town. An old druid. I am Brother Zaire, is it? Brother Zaire. I sit and watch the river. That's a boring life. Somebody's got to do it, I guess. River? It flows endlessly. Agree? No. Sure, I'll be a... I should lose honesty points. Like, I don't know if it really flows endlessly. I used to actually be terrified of that back in the day. Like, if somebody asked me a question, like, are you, well, and all my guys had low hit points, if I said yes, I was afraid that I would, like, lose honesty points. Word. The kings of the castles, which represent the three principles of virtue, each know but one syllable of the word of passage. And I'm trying to think. I found one castle outside of Lord British's place, right? It's been a while though. Let's see. Kings of the castles. Gee, there was Serpent's Castle. Did I take much in the way of notes on that? Castle Britannia. Serpent Castle. Okay. I think I need to find more stuff, more information at these castles. You know what I have written here? Lord British's castle has a secret dungeon entrance. I haven't found that yet. Alright, so... let's see. Let's write, where the heck am I? Cove? I do have to do like a reorg of this document because it's kind of a mess. But let's start writing about Cove. But people used to scrawl all this on like a physical notebook, usually. It's a funny thing, I just saw a post today on the internet. Somebody saying how it used to be, and it was literally their old Ultima IV notes. Physical notes. Anyway. Kings of the Cat. Somebody said... Somebody once told me, Kings of the Castles, which represent the 3 principles of virtue, each know but one syllable. Silly bull. A silly bull like that. No. Of the word of passage. Okay. Yeah, I think one of the places I went to represented love or something. Got truth, love, and courage. So truth was the Lyceum where I've been, I think. Love was Empeth Abbey, which I'd been. And courage was Serpent's Castle. Oh, so I've been to all these 3 castles, I guess, that they're talking about, but I don't think I know the the syllables of the word. It could be just some random person said like blah or something, and I was like, okay. And I didn't write it down, maybe. So let's revisit those places later. Alright, so this person's exhausted. Meaning exhausted everything they have to say. Here's a evil wizard looking type. Hello, evil wizard. You meet a tall wizard. He says, I am Mentorian. He's a mentor, huh? That sounds promising. I am Mentorian. I study the magical art. Oh, he's going to teach me a spell. I will take that. There is truth in magic. Dost thou disagree? No. Good. Oh, there we go. Gate spell. Oh, I might have already had that written down somewhere. Now I'm just curious. Let me check in my notes. Yeah, ask Mentorian of the gate spell, who is not in Buccaneer's Den. Apparently I thought he was there at some point. Cool. Yeah, let's get the gate spell here. Since thou dost bear the Ankh. Oh, if I didn't have the 8 avatar thingies here, I might not be able to get this from him right now. I'm not sure, though. I might have made that up. I shall tell thee, a gate spell requires ash, pearl, and mandrake root. Hell yeah, I'm writing that down. But where? There was another spell I found that I learned the ingredients of that was not in the Here we go, quickness. I learned quickness from somebody, so let's write down the gate spell. And that just summons the moon gate, I think, no matter where you are. So that's what makes it a little expensive is the mandrake root, but the rest are cheapo things. Alright, so teleporting on command sounds nice, and that's all he has to say. Bye. Now, I heard somebody complaining about the new movie The Odyssey, where there's a character named Mentor who's the mentor. And people don't realize that's where the word comes from. This guy's name is Mentorian. Hello, Mr. Stu. Welcome, my man. What's an Ultima mark? I believe it is the Spanish word for last. I guess there would be an accent on the U. You meet a small boy. He says, I'm an alien. No, he says, I am Alan. Sorry. Typo. Stu says there's also a mentor in Marvel Comics. One of the Titans, I believe. Okay. See a small boy. Job. I know how to... Wow. This kid knows how to enter the abyss. By the way, he has green hair. He looks like a lemming. Does he look like a lemming from the game, the Lemming series? That's my horrible circle. I know how to enter the abyss. Oh, yeah, right, kid. How are you doing, by the way? I'm fine. You want to join? If you know where the abyss is, that's like the final dungeon, by the way. Why don't you just join me and point it out to me? The abyss may only be approached by ship. Okay. Ship? The ship must have a magically strengthened hull. Hast thou such a vessel? Nope. Ask Blissful of the abyss. Okay, so Well, this is kind of important, I think. Again, I do need to reorg these notes, but for now I will write it under the town of Cove, which is where I am. So the boy said, what was his name? His name was Alan, says... I mean, it's not very specific. We should buy a ship. It has to be, what do you say, like, fortified or something? Must have a magically strengthened hull. And I need to ask somebody else about that. Ask Blissful. Okay, I will ask Blissful later. Blissful sounds very nice. Sue says, I think he means you need to go into a whirlpool. That's how I got here. I went into a whirlpool. But you might be right. You might... Maybe it's a whirlpool that'll kill you if you're not strengthened somehow. Maybe you have to go into a whirlpool dishwasher. You just climb in there when it's at peak activity. Brother Zaire I already spoke to. Hello, druid hiding in the corner. You meet an old druid. Name? I am Draconian. Job? I teach the relation. Knew ye this? No. Are you going to teach me relations? Learn the towns and castles. Thank you for that deep insight. Relation? There are 8 possible combinations of truth, love, and courage. Anyone who knows computer science knows that with 3 bits that can be on or off have 8 possible combinations. Well, you learn that in other things in computer science. Each of the 8 virtues is one of those combinations. Ah. So which one is like nothing? One of them has to be no truth, no love, and no courage. Which one would that be? That's an interesting tip. I didn't remember that at all. And Dandaman says, Mentor is also the wizard that guides the heroes and describes their current quest in the Heroes Quest board game. Pretty well used wizard name, I guess. Stu says, you know what would be cool? If you walk into someone, then it says you lost an 8th for being a rude person. Yeah, I mean, fortunately, rudeness, whatever the opposite of rudeness is, politeness is not a virtue in this game. So I can be as rude as I want. But let's see, truth, love, and courage. Is one of the virtues. Which one is all 3? That's kind of weird though. Yeah, like one of them has to be none of them. And some of them would be like, well, truth on, love on, but courage off. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't really understand how they would map in any sensible manner. Thou hast lost an 8th for impoliteness, says Dan. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we got some fire fields here, probably for decoration. Well, this is a shrine, huh? So what the heck would I... Well, let's check it out, I guess. If I get screwed, then fine. Talk. You meet a shining Ankh. It says, I am the Ankh. What? What's your name, Ankh? I am the Ankh. Look. What is your job, Mr. Ankh? I resonate with thoughts. Dost thou seek help? Yes. What are thy thoughts? In a way, it was more intriguing in the original game because you had to think of what to say here. But it was also a huge time waster because you're typing everything you could possibly think of. But in this version, Sega Master version, you just select from this pre-selected, menu. Health, bright. Joy, no. Give, no. So it looks like whatever I'm supposed to say here, I probably need to learn about from something else. It's like somebody says, talk to the Ankh about this thing. That's how it works. It won't just populate the option I need if I don't learn about it, which is pretty sensible. Can you stab the Ankh, says Stu. Well, I could, could try casting a spell at it, maybe. Hello, healer. You meet a wise man. How do I know he's wise if I haven't talked, haven't spoken to him yet? I am Rabindranath. Rabindranath Tagore. Ooh. I speak of love. I'm gonna back away slowly, bro. Dost thou seek to carry love in thy heart? Yes, thou art a good soul. I am old but strong. In love, all life's contradictions dissolve and disappear. Heart? Carry love within it. Alright, so he has nothing useful to say. He has some nice sentiments, though. Now, have I seen this graphic before? This particular character? I don't think I've seen this one. It looks like a bard playing an instrument, but it's a different one. Is it a sitting down bard? Could be. I don't think I need the healer. I mean, I do need to get healed, but I was going to head to Lord British anyway. Curing, healing, and resurrection. Yeah, the usual stuff. I will pass. May thy life be guarded by the powers of good. Ryan says the game needs more killing options. Okay. I mean, the original Ultima, you can go in, like, any town and kill anybody, and the guards will come at you, but, you can weigh, you know, weigh the risks and rewards of doing that sort of thing. Yeah. You can kill the guards if you're strong enough, or you can just try to escape. You meet a mystical wizard. Another one. I am Merlin. Whew. That's a serious wizard. You know he's serious when he's got a name like that. I use magic. Dost thou study magic? Yes. Best of luck with thy studies. Health? Fine. Join? No. Give? No. I could use wizard. A wizard named Merlin. The Blackstone is caught in a moon gate. That's an interesting tip. Let's write that one down. Merlin says the Blackstone. So are these all I thought all the stones were in dungeons. But this one is caught in a moon gate apparently. Moon gate? Stand where the gate of both moons dark shall appear. Alright, so sounds like a new moon. Let's just write his direct quote. Search, just like when I was searching for, you know, Mandrake and stuff. So that sounds like we need to go where we have a new moon, where is that? I guess this one. By Moonglow. And you search. Stand where the gate. So you would stand where that gate appears when the moons go dark. So you want to be there before the gate appears, I guess. This is Harry Blackstone, says Stu. Ryan says, Stu and I like solving problems with violence. Yeah, sure. Stu said earlier, I wonder if he's related to Tung Sahur. I don't know the reference, sorry. Alright. We're getting some good information here. You meet a strangely familiar bard. He says, I am Paul. Why is he strangely familiar? I play of love. Wilt thou listen? Sure. About love. What? Love. I light a candle to our love. In love our problems disappear. Problems? But all in all, we soon discover that one and one is all we long to hear. Is he singing a song, perhaps? I guess he's probably singing. Got some seahorses over there. You meet a singer. Oh, it's a Paul McCartney reference. Okay. Oh, that was Paul. That was Paul McCartney. Here's Linda. Okay, now yeah. I absolutely never got that back in the day. I'm positive. I would have missed it just now if you hadn't mentioned it, Ryan. But at least I made the connection between Linda and Paul McCartney. You see a singer. All you need is love. All around the world, little children being born to the world. Got to give them all we can till the quest is won. Then will the work be done. Wilt thou help? Yeah. Teach them songs of joy. Okay. Bye. Gonna poke around where I'm not supposed to go. Be nosy. Ah, see, being nosy always pays off. I already talked to this guy. I just went around the back way and thought I found something special. Yeah, so I'm about wrapping. I don't know what to do with the Ankh still, though. Is there any new information? What are thy thoughts? I have no new options so far. Where are their wings? Haha, asks Stu. Can you urinate on the Ankh? Nope, no urinate option. Did I talk to that person on the left before? Anyway, let's deal with these seahorses. Hello. Oh, that's Blissful. Okay. Good thing I didn't attack them. You meet a majestic seahorse. Actually, you know, you can attack these people in the town. I just remembered. But I think, I don't know if the Ankh would work. Anyway, this is Blissful. Hello, Blissful. I know much of the Codex. Spill it, please. The Shrine Ankh knows how to enter the Chamber of the Codex. That's like the final room in the final dungeon, so we're getting some serious tips here. Alright, I'm getting ready to write this. I mean, I'm going to walk over to the Ankh and then I'll write it down. There's no point in writing down that I talked to the Ankh. Well, this is probably worth writing down. Abyss. So who is this? Blissful told me... Meditate at the shrines of honesty, compassion, and valor for 3 cycles to know how to enter. So you know, I have written down all the tips. So at each shrine, you can choose 1, 2, or 3 cycles, and you get a different tip for each. I don't have all of them written down. I do have the compassion one. Here we go. Compassion says 3rd, light the candle of love at the entrance to this great Stygian abyss. But I also need valor and honesty. I remember honesty, I only got the first one written down last stream, and honor I never did the 3 cycles, I guess. So I need to go back to honor and honesty. I think it's basically about bell book and candle order. Given that we know candle is 3rd, I wonder if it's just literally that bell book candle in that order. But I guess it's good to find out officially instead of guess. Why can't they just tell you themselves instead of making you meditate, says Stu. I'd be like, I could meditate, or I could run you through with this glass sword. Yeah, violence for everything, Stu. Alright, let's talk to the Ankh, I guess. Thank you, seahorse named Blissful. If I ever get a seahorse pet in real life, I will name it Blissful in honor of this character. We'll never get a seahorse pet. Codex, tell me. To enter the Codex chamber. Chamber. 1 must be 8 parts avatar. Yo, RDM. Have the key of 3 parts. I do not. The word of passage and know the pure axiom. How's the pure axiom? Let's take a note from the Ankh here. 1 must be... This is to enter the chamber. To enter the chamber... 8 parts avatar. Have the key of 3 parts. The word of passage, which I think was the syllables that you can learn in each castle that they mentioned. And know the pure axiom. I don't know what that one is. I wonder if that's like one of those all you need is love things that I've been hearing from the hippies. Okay, it's good information. Ryan says, agreed, it's like when ghosts are vague in movies, just tell me the information in a clear, normal way, and they disappear. What I really liked was in the D&D movie, which, you know, it was pretty good. The most recent one, where they used a very high level, like, clerical spell, I guess, that's from the original games, where you can ask a dead body questions, and they, like, blew all their chances by, by, like, making errors. It would be like, is this the one we talked to? And he goes, yes. I mean, I don't remember the specific question, but it was something like that. They managed to blow all the questions, and then it turned into a corpse again. Pretty funny. That's how it goes in the games, right? Yeah, it's not bad, the D&D movie. It's fun if you've played the game before, and you like, yeah, like, this is how the game goes sometimes. And sometimes you see, you know, monsters that, you know, from the games. I am Shaman. Okay. Tall mage says, I am Shaman. I study the one thing that is the secret to the Codex. Okay. What is the one thing? I study of the Codex. Codex. Oh, here we go. The one pure axiom. The one pure axiom is more endless. I'm gonna write this down. Who's this guy's name? I guess it doesn't matter much. Wizard guy says, The one pure axiom is more endless than the changing tides, more eternal than day and night. Okay. Can you be more specific? This is like a love thing again. I think it's some love thing, yeah. I am Charmin. Who is that one's name, though? Let me talk to this one again. Shaman. Okay, that's right. And Stu said I should have Shimino talk to him. Yeah, his name is very similar. Unfortunately, I am the only speaker. Meet a fair sorceress. Charm. I ponder the key to the axiom. Everybody's got their own opinion. To the axiom. The one pure axiom encompasses all things. That's it. Write it down anyway. The one pure axiom encompasses all things. Okay. Next up, a wise mage named Cersei. Okay. I teach of the axiom. The whole of the axiom is greater than all its parts. Gotta be cryptic. Be like ghosts in movies. They'll be like, oh, you must avoid the thing. Oh, then they fade away. Like, what? Avoid the thing. All right. Parts. Oh, okay. The measure of unending love, the limitless courage needed to face all obstacles, the truth which encompasses all things. What, everything's made of atoms? Are we gonna get scientific about it? No. A slender mage named Spellbind. Knows of the Codex. Yeah. One must know the combination of the three principles of virtue. Three principles of virtue. Combination. The combination to my luggage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The combination of the three principles of virtue equals the measure of time and space. Alright, more cryptic nonsense. Can I ask about time and space? Okay. That's gonna be something to ponder. Stu says, I think you should axiom with your magic axe. Ryan said, can you urinate on the shaman? Actually, it's a guy whose name is Shaman. He's not a shaman. This guy was named Spellbind. I just want to write that down. Alright, so we got some... This might be like something you really have to puzzle out. Let's see, what else do I do in this town? Is there anything else? I think there was a guy over here I missed. Where'd he go? Is that the guy? Did I talk to that guy? Oh, he's behind Marsh. I gotta walk through Marsh to talk to this guy. He better be good. Better be worthwhile. Can I possibly cross? I don't see a way. I guess I gotta walk through 2 squares of marsh just to talk to him. It better be worthwhile. I got 3 poisoned guys. I'll cure once we get through again, because, you know, no point in wasting cures if they're going to get poisoned again. You meet an old hermit. He says, I am Sloven. Hello, Sloven. I am a recluse. I have withdrawn from society. Yes, that's kind of the definition of a recluse. Stone. Only the ghost of Isaac. Isaac Hayes? Who haunts the inn at Scarab Bray can tell the... Oh. Only the ghost of Isaac. Maybe he's like the dude from the Love Boat. I'm amusing myself too much here. All right. About the stone. Which stone? Hold on. When I learned something about the black stone, Merlin knows where it is. Ask at the pub about the black stone. That's right. Merlin said that I searched in the Moon Gate. So this guy is telling me about a different stone, I guess. Hast thou seen him? I don't remember, honestly. Ask him. Alright, so... Sorry, what was this guy's name? Let me just take my notes correctly. An old hermit named Sloven. Alright, so we got a lot of things to do here. Like urinate on the ghost, which somebody will say. Okay, let's walk through the marsh first. And then we'll cure. Jeffrey's pretty beat up in Shamino from all this poisoning and stuff. Alright, I think we're about done here, but let me just poke around a little more. This is back at the entrance. Pretty sure I talked to this guy. Yeah, Mentorian, definitely. Talk to the stupid kid with the lemming's hair. Talk to that person. Talk to that one, yep. There's no passageway over here, is there? Can I go up the river? The river ends right there, actually. Any secret doors worth looking at? I can jump into these fire fields. I think they're worth anything. I'm keeping my eye open for secret doors nonetheless. You would see like a little dot in the center of the bricks. Honestly, I have this feeling that you can attack the Ankh. I'm not going to do it though. Yeah, I talked to all these people. That rock formation looks a little suspicious. If I step one more square south, it's that's where it exits the town. Alright, I think I've seen everything here. Alright, that was Cove. So yeah, in summary, you just learn a lot of information. And that's good, but I don't think there's a need for me to like repeatedly return there. You know, there's no like stuff I get. Unless somebody else later tells me, go to Cove and talk to this guy to get a new thing. So, probably I'm done with Cove then. That might be why I don't remember it. Like, you just go there once and learn some information, and that's it. Now the question is, how do I get out of here if I got into here via Whirlpool? It was like right here. I guess I just have to disembark and walk. Yeah, I guess I have to do that. Alright, so Lord British's castle and the Dungeon of Despise, where I want to go, are not that far from here. Who are you? Orcs? Okay. They squish very easily, these orcs. This one's not squishing very easily. There we go. I don't feel like stepping in the marsh just to get one chest. Alright, so let's head over. Another chest over there, huh? That's right, the chests do persist, so I can always go back later if I really want to get it. These guys all look like Waldo. I'm not sure why the rogues dress like Waldo. It's very interesting. I wonder if it's supposed to be sort of piratey look. Which makes me wonder if Where's Waldo is a pirate. Rogue fleeing, get him with your magic wand, Mariah. Yeah, Mariah's a powerhouse now. Get a chest, we got some evil mages coming up. Can I urinate on the chest? No, nobody asks that. I'm just expecting a lot of urination questions lately. Alright, so yeah, we just kind of go south and westish. For a second I was like, where are the enemies? But there's just one mage to the left, it turns out. I thought there was a bug in the game for a second. I was like, where the heck are the enemies? It's not moving though, what's it doing? I've gotten like multiple moves. So it's like slamming its face into the mountainside or something. There, it's moving now, okay. Moving and shaking. And I'm missing all the time. Mage critical. You know, I left some of these chests around before when I was maxed out on wealth. I was just trying to travel the countryside. Kept finding these chests and I figured I would just leave them. Okay. We gotta go, we can go down actually and then cross the bridge with another chest waiting for me. Okay. Britannia. Out of the way, Jester. Let's get a nice heal. Who knows, we might get a surprise level up. Way to go. Welcome, Mark W., thy worthy adventurer. Ooh, Jeffrey, thou art now level 6. Nice. Health, I am not well. Yay, we're all healed. I will ask him about a bunch of subjects I think I've done before. With so many. Part of the thing that I'm wondering about is, are any of these new? Many truths can be learned at the Lyceum. Ampeth Abbey is about love. Serpent's Castle is about courage. Yeah, we've been to those places. Minax is dead. Mondane is dead. Exodus is dead. Everybody dead. Those are from the first 3 games, by the way. You kill Evil Wizard Mondane in Ultima 1. And then I think you kill his wife or sister in Ultima 2. Her name is Minax. And Exodus is in Ultima 3, who's their son, who's a computer. Did I get that right? It's a big spoiler. Okay, see you, Lord British. Stu says that's right. Yeah. Ultima 3 is the only one I beat, says Stu. Okay. I don't know why I'm forgetting where I'm supposed to be going here. This is the way to go. There is a dungeon entrance to seek here, but I'm going to ignore that for now. I think I got some tip last stream about checking out something in the town of Britain. And Ryan said I like the music, 8-bit O Brittany. Yeah. This is the first place I heard that tune before, by the way. Is it O Britannia? We'll go with O Brittany. I think I got some tip about Britain. Unless I'm remembering wrong. Let me just... Well, I didn't write anything down if I did, so... I can ask AI to review my last video in the meantime. Alright, so review my last video in Ultima 4. Did I say anything about the town of Britain, especially about something being located there. This is something I could not do before on my Commodore 64. Asking AI to review my past, adventures. Stu says after this, you should play Ultima Escape from Mount Durash. I don't know that one. Using an original media and VIC-20. I could play Akalabeth, or however it's called. All right, I mentioned Town of Britain, the location of the healer. All right, Blackstone. While you were in Buccaneer's Den, you talked to a viper named Nate, who told you that those seeking the Blackstone need to ask at the pub in Britain. That's right. You should check your notes and realize you already had that information. But I just learned more about the Blackstone. I have to find it in the Moon Gate. So I'm not sure what else I would learn at the pub. But as long as I'm here, I might as well check. It's probably just gonna say like talk to Merlin or whatever. Talk to somebody at Cove. Alright, so that was the thing I was thinking of. But yeah, let's check it out as long as we're here. We'll go to the pub real quick. Have a beer, maybe. Actually, they never have ale. They never have beer in, like, fantasy or medieval settings. They always have ale. They're like, I'll have an ale. Nobody says, I'll have a beer. Ever notice that? Is this the pub? It's an innkeeper. I'm not in need of lodging. We'll just walk into the bedrooms. Here we go, spirits. Food or grog. Oh yeah, so you have to like... Yeah, you gotta basically tip them to get information. And Stu says that Mount Durash is like the most expensive VIC-20 game. It was written by a guy named Keith Zabalui, who was supposedly a friend of Lord British, but without British's knowledge or involvement. I never heard of that. It was published by Sierra since they were the Ultima publisher at the time. I assume Lord British got pissed? Alright, so to get a tip, you need to, like, overpay. I don't remember the exact math here, but I'll just pay the 9. What do you want to know? Blackstone, I guess. That subject is a bit foggy. Alright. Here, have another 9. You need more? Another 9? The Blackstone. Yes, I've heard of it, but the only one who knows where it lies is the wizard Merlin. Yeah, sure. Alright, so that was what I expected. Do I know anything about the White Stone, though? That was an option here. I do know some information. Oh, snap. At Trinsic, I found a hermit named Sloven. I just talked to him. Knows of it. He lives near Loch Lake. But okay, I guess this was the stone I was able to ask him about. It was specifically the White Stone. And that's what I have to talk to the ghost named Isaac about. Alright, so there's so much to learn about. Yeah. You know, I was thinking about that before. I was thinking about that too, Stu. The White Stone before it's near the Throg's Neck Bridge. Yeah. It's a New York metro area joke. Alright. What else could be? I don't know. Let me see what the options are. I'll spend another 9. It's fine. Probably overpaying it. Skull. I'm supposed to ask somebody about the skull. I'm supposed to find Jude the Beggar. What the heck is Jude the Beggar? Have I written that down? I gotta look everywhere I go. I need to find... You know I'm gonna ask AI again. Check past streams. Again, I'm only asking it to check past records. So I consider that valid. You could argue that's cheating, but I'm going to call it not cheating. Alright, check past Ultima IV videos for the location in which I found Jude the Beggar. Pretty sure I found him. The name sounds very familiar. Stu says, I'm pretty sure when I was a kid I asked my dad what a sextant was. Dad, what's a sextant? As soon as he heard sex, he got a little nervous for a second. Alright. So what I'm using, Stu, is the in your studio.youtube.com page. There's a little, you know, the AI diamond-like icon. You just click that, and you can ask it questions about your past stream. You can also, you know, usually it's used for like analytics and stuff, but you can actually have it mine the transcripts of your past streams. It can't like analyze the video content per se, but it can easily check for the things you've said because it keeps track of that transcript for every video you've done. It might be you have to check off keep transcript, actually, I'm not sure. Anyway, I encountered Jude in, oh, this is interesting, in the poorhouse in Britain. Oh, I'm right there. Where he also recruited Julia the Tinker in that same session. All right, so I'm going to go to the poorhouse and find, this might be him right here. I am Sprite. I am Diet Sprite. Well, I'm not in the poorhouse, I don't think. I think it literally says poorhouse. This is healing, though. Could this be the poorhouse? Is this the exit? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, sometimes the AI does lie to you, though. Seems right, though. Did I just, like, not... Did I, like, walk past it, perhaps? There's certainly a beggar there. Well, it gives me a timestamp. I can just view that video. When I played a stream of this on January 26, 2024, that's how long it's been, it tells me a certain timestamp, 31:18 mark, is when I talked to Jude the Beggar. So here's my replay of that. Now, I found it does get these timestamps wrong pretty often. It'll just like lie to me. So we'll see if it's correct right now. This was back when I called my retro gaming streams old games on a Thursday.
Health? What do you mean? You don't know? I'm just asking how you doing. What do you mean? Want to join me?
31:18, so I gotta backtrack a little bit more. Assuming this is correct. Here we go. Come on, load.
A man named Winthrop knows of the room. Oh yeah, he tells you to talk.
No,
to
yeah, the timestamp is wrong. It's always wrong.
Tells you to talk to a child.
Well,
what?
Sometimes wrong. I'm thinking it's giving me the wrong town even, because Julia the Tinker would not be in this place. But also the text it told me didn't say I recruited Julia in the same town. It said the same session. So I don't know, basically. Tell Jude about Paul and Linda. Hey, Jude. That's a fun reference. I don't know. Let's I don't know, I'll walk around somewhere, but I think I explored the whole town pretty much. Where would this poorhouse be hidden? Let me check my notes. What about what's the Tinker place called? Minnock. Could be confused. Checking my notes here where this stuff is. I don't know. I think given that I mentioned the Tinker, it's probably Minnock it's thinking of. And Minnock is where? It's all the way over here. Guess I can moongate to it. Have the gate spell. So there's a lot to do, but I do want to just focus on the dungeon. So let me just take a note here. So I have a note to self about this, and I don't have to like refigure it out, you know, figure it out again. So I feel like that it feels very right to me that the poorhouse is in Minnock. And ask about what the heck was I asking about again? Ask Jude about something. Hey, Jude. about Mondane's skull. He might just be like, yeah, skulls are cool. But yeah, you need the skull as for some reason. I think it generates evil and you have to destroy it. You can't just kill Mondane the wizard. You gotta destroy his skull later on. Alright. So I'm gonna be done with this and hop into that dungeon. I think I'm ready to do it. Alright. So, how do we get there? We go northish, I think, into some hilly terrain. Yeah, pretty much straight north, it looks like. Dungeon of Despise. We've done Destard so far. It's the only dungeon we've completed. I've been in Despise before, but it was when I was much weaker and I started getting really beat up, so I left it. We gotta deal with some Cyclopses here. Alright, fine, let's attack it. Critical. Fleeing. Dead. Killed. Alright. Cyclopses are no problem. Speaking of Cyclopses, again, did anybody see the Odyssey movie? That just made me think of it again. I'm wondering how the Cyclops looked. Did it look cool? Okay, so where's this dungeon? It might be like tucked in one of these. Usually they have like a little sort of enclave you gotta find. Alright, now we're getting attacked by two-headed Ettins wearing leotards. It's kind of hard to aim in this terrain. This guy should be able to hit someone, I think. Okay. Jeffrey, you shoot him. You shoot that leotard wearing cycle. Ooh, big rock in the face from Mark W. Ettin is fleeing. Ettin killed. Another rock in the face. That one missed, actually. Ettin critical. Ettin killed. Another rock in the face. Killed. Now, one thing these monsters don't do, they do flee if they're damaged enough, but they don't flee if they see all their companions getting packed up left and right. You would think they would. Like, oh shoot, they're all dying. I'm gonna be next. They're not that smart though. Can Julia hit this one? Probably not. Yeah. Orc fleeing. That's what orcs do best. Every depiction of an orc in a fantasy game is like, they're brutal, they're like piles of muscle, they're usually wielding axes and fighting ferociously, but they're like the biggest pushovers you could possibly find. This it? Is it? Alright, this looks like it. Alright, here we are at the Dungeon of Despise, which I believe represents the opposite of Compassion, is it? No, you can kill fleeing monsters. It's now my brain's broken. I think it's you can't attack innocent animals on the overworld map. Like certain types are just animals. You have to let them attack you first. That's the limitation. Yeah, I might have at some point said you can't attack fleeing things, but I was wrong. Okay, so here we are in the dungeon. We have the creepy dungeon music. Let me pull up my maps, because again, I've been here. I've been in levels 1 through 6 already. I believe every dungeon has a max of 8 levels. But there's also, you know, sort of parallel sections of these levels, as we saw a lot of last time in Destard. So here we are in Despise. Unfortunately, I didn't write what all these rooms are. I should probably label that. We have a poison fountain here and a healing fountain there. All right. Don't really need healing. I mean, I guess I could have a sip for Mark W, but maybe I'll save it later. Save it for later. All right, so let's just head down the stairs over to A here, I guess. And I can do that by fighting my way through this room and then just walking over there. So Ryan says he's seeing Evil Dead burn this weekend. Oh, cool. Did you like the last Evil Dead? I didn't bother to see it, honestly. Is that from like 2013 or something? I gotta say, that one, it had like a marketing campaign that makes me sound like a grandma if I describe my opinion of it. Because scared the crap out of me. I was just opening a YouTube video. It was like, I don't know, some ordinary thing, some mundane thing I'm looking at. And you're gonna hear me do an impression in a moment. You're gonna see me act scary. So this ad just pops up in my face, and it's like a close-up on that demon who's like under the trap door. And just her head is popping up. So just all of a sudden, the close-up of this demon, and it's looking right at you, and it goes like this. What is it? I can't remember what it says now, but it says something like "Don't close it." It's like telling you to don't close the window or something. It's like "Don't close it! Don't close it! Don't you dare close that window, you fucking brat!" I'm like, I remember it called you an effing brat. I'm like, what is this ad? If I were a grandma looking up gardening tips or something on YouTube, let's see what's on YouTube. Suddenly that's in my face. You gotta admit that's a pretty good campaign, though. And Stu said that was a treat. Mark doesn't curse too often on stream. Yeah, you know, I had to convey the full thing I was imitating there, so I let that one through. But I was honestly shaking when I saw that. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, you know, 2 seconds later, I realized what it was. But I bet you could find the ad. Just search for like Evil Dead 20, whatever year that was, 2013. Ryan said it was 2015. Ad. But yeah, if anyone is watching with kids, I do apologize. I do try to keep it clean usually. And I was reminded of that, you know, recently when our man Cheesy Whiz was watching, and we started getting a little out of hand, and he was like, okay, he said, like, my son is learning some interesting things tonight. That's kind of when it hit me. I was like, okay, I can't just, we gotta reel it in. I do want to encourage people to watch with their kids, but for now I blew it. So we're just getting some chests here. What just happened? Oh, Mark W is asleep. Sleeping on the job, Mark W. Yeah, it was like a really intense direct look at the camera. That was like part of the full effect that the ad had. And it's telling you to don't close the window. Like, or it might have said like don't skip it, something like that. It was like basically telling you don't quit out of this ad. All right, so that was an annoying room. Here's some ghosts. Son had to learn sometimes, is right. Yeah, but ideally not from you, or from me reading what you had to say, like the Anchorman. Do you just have unlimited crossbow bolts? Asks Stu. Yeah, this game doesn't bog you down in ammunition. It bogs you down in food and stuff, but not ammunition. Poison trap. Janet's poison. All right, here we gotta use another cure spell. Okay, what What's my map saying? Yeah, but pretty much. It's pretty much easy, an easy path to the stairs, except for these rats. I think the rats are one example of animals who, if you attack them instead of letting them attack you, you lose, I don't know, compassion or something like that. And I'm pretty sure I confirmed it is okay to attack fleeing ones. That was like an own theory I made up in my head. I'm gonna test it right now though. This one's fleeing. Okay, I missed anyway. That would really suck if I had lost an 8th. Alright, 96 gold. Down to level 2. Let's pull up that map. Every RPG has rats, says Ryan. Yeah, pretty much. So there are 2 parts. I am on 2A. Let's see, are these connected or did I just... I think these are connected, honestly. Yeah, I think it goes like this. Right, I mean, really it's more overlapped, like, sort of like this. Okay. So it looks like I've only found 1 staircase down, which is right here. And it looks like this is one of those sort of wraparound infinitely dungeons if you were to try to do that. So basically I'm just going to walk, find my way over to the stairs here. Now I do have spells that you can just teleport up and down levels. So that's something to keep in mind. It's dark. Okay. Alright, more things to kill. You know, you do have a fireball spell in this game, but it's not like an area of effect thing. That would be, I kind of wish I could just lob fireball into those little enclosed spaces they're in and just like nuke them all. That would be fun. In fact, there's some of these things, some of these spells, I don't even know what the difference is. Like, do I want to use an ice ball or a fireball? I have no idea. There might be some monsters that have like fire resistance or something, but that's not really advertised very well. Like, in other words, it doesn't say that specifically anywhere. All right, Ryan is out for the evening. Thank you for joining, Mr. Ryan. Thanks for hanging around for my demon impression. I'll see you sometime soon. Yeah, Saturday night, I might not be streaming again. I keep having things happening in life. We have Rob Bob's graduation party, though. Yep, he's a high school grad. Maybe we'll find time to stream after, but usually how that goes is when I'm hosting some sort of an event, I just want to chill after that. Hey, maybe I can let him decide, because it's his party. So you can hit that. Stop hiding behind these walls. It's like when I play 868 hack and I'm hiding in those bunkers, making the enemies file to me. That's what they're doing to me now. Okay, let's advance a little more. This is stupid. Stu says, good night, lazy. Is Ryan lazy? Oh, I'm aiming at the wrong thing. I just keep hitting the button because I'm too lazy to try to navigate. It's like, maybe it'll be line of sight this time. Maybe I'll have line of sight now. No. This guy should have line of sight. Missed anyway. These gazers, they can put you to sleep and stuff like that. They're shooting sleep rays, actually. But they're shooting them at the wall. Oh, there you go. I just fell asleep now. Okay. Man. And my sleeping bodies blocking the way. Don't think we have line of sight here. Oh, we do. Keys are heavily wounded. They keep... they just shot 2 more sleep rays at me. And I woke up. Maybe it's like a toggle. Oh, I just passed Mariah, who shouldn't have passed. All right. Shoot up there. Keys are fleeing. Keys are critical. Missed. Keys are killed. Keys are killed. Alright. Where the heck are we going here? I think I'll wrap in that. I guess I want to go up or down. It doesn't really matter which. It could matter, actually. Yeah, I think I want to go down. Alright, so we'll let everybody run down except one guy who's gathering chests. It's actually quite difficult when you have this horde of characters and you're trying to move each one a different direction. So getting them off the screen lets you move one guy around to collect the chest a little bit more easily. This is kind of an advanced UI feature, but it would be good if you could just like give each guy sort of an order to like just find the shortest path to this particular square and just move there until I tell you otherwise. Oh, this is the one with the disappearing bridge. Forgot about that. I'm just checking if everybody's still here. Yeah, they're here. Did I lose somebody? Let me hold off before I walk away forever. I'm not sure if you need like 2 people or whatnot. See, you have to stand in a specific space, I guess. Just pass everybody's turn except Mark. Honestly, I don't think they would screw you, so it's probably just Mark W will have to stand on a certain space. To make the bridge reappear. I actually have written down on my map, disappearing bridge. More money. Okay, all the chests have been obtained. No, I messed up and passed Mark's turn. There we go. Get chest. Okay. So now what? Is Mark trapped forever? Is this the end of Mark W and Robin? No. Oh, he made it. Okay. Let's get the heck out of here now. All right, moving on. We're in the dark. Let's light up a torch. I didn't get more torches, that's true, but I have a whole bunch of spells, light spells. And 22 torches is pretty good. Okay, so... we have seahorses in a pool coming up. Alright, let's go swimming with the seahorses. Hello, seahorses. Seahorse fleeing, where are you gonna run to? I guess none of these guys is blissful, the seahorse. That was kind of weird. There was an intelligent seahorse in the town earlier. I do want to go left, right? I think so. Oh, hello. Liches. One lich. Let's just mash the button and see who gets killed. Yay! Kill the ghosts. These ghosts are very susceptible to physical damage. Spiders now. Spiders and one rat who's like the buddy of the spiders. You may notice that sometimes you see a group. Great poison. You see a group on the overworld or in the dungeon. It could be demons or whatever. And there's certain buddies they tend to have in like lesser numbers. Like orcs sometimes have trolls. What was that chest in the middle? Oh, I could have gotten it. That's right. If there's a chest on the plate on the space when you start combat, you can actually get it within the battle. If that seems worthwhile to do. It's not like you're gonna get something that helps you in the battle, so in a sense it's kind of silly. All right, we got some bats here. They're friends with lava lizards. They got the lava lizards. They will shoot fields of lava at you. Oh man, I'm missing them all. Bats are hard to hit. There we go. And they don't leave treasure, those bastards. Alright, here we are, level 3. We got a poison field in front of us. So I guess some more cures are in our future. Or a kind of immediate future. Let's see, Despise level 3. Now, for some reason, I took my red pen to it, so to speak. Makes me think I was searching for something. Maybe I searched in those spaces? There are 2 different staircases down. We got 3 of them. We got A, B, and C. I bet that's probably related to the key. Like, related to where you find the right place to go. Now on level 4 I have denoted A and B. I have another screenshot of level 4 here. Yeah, so here's where C connects. Here's where B connects, and here's where A connects. Okay. Oh, this thing might be an orb. I really gotta denote these things better. Oh, and these are fountains that I didn't really take note of. Alright, so I'm gonna go to, I guess this one, C, and then I have more stuff to figure out from there. Alright, so we'll have to deal with some gremlins. Gremlins, bite after bite. Yeah, let's go down to C. So we have to get past the poison fields. I can just walk through them or cast a couple of dispels. Guess that's what dispel is for. That's what that spell is for. How many do I have? Got 2 and they cost 20. It might be just better to use cures. I don't know. Well, what VHs does dispel cost? I could just make more. It's a matter of economics in a way. Dispel costs A, C, and F ingredients, which are sulfurous ash, garlic, and black pearl. Cure is definitely cheaper. Cure just costs 1 ginseng and 1 garlic. I'm just gonna. Well, there's a lot of cures though you potentially need. Let's just do dispel. Fine. MP too low. Oh, did I blow it? Shit. That cost me the ingredients? It did. That sucks. Oh well, let's make some more, I guess. I just chose the wrong character who didn't have 20 points. Alright, let's just use it. Sulfurous ash. What was it? Garlic. And black pearl. Yeah, I did buy a whole lot of black pearl at the cost of only 1 each at Buccaneer's Den, so that's pretty inexpensive, honestly. Let's get myself 10 of them, how about? Mixing success. Okay, someone with a lot of magic points like Mariah can cast Dispel. Boom. Do it again. Let's let Dupre do it. Dispel. Down we go. Alright. So, now we are on this section here. We have to deal with a bunch of gremlins in the room right here. And we should check out the fountains and I think this is an orb, and actually write down what's there. So which one to go to first? I guess if I'm gonna be heading down these stairs, I might as well start by getting these fountains first. I mean, some of them heal you, some of them hurt you, I think. Or poison you. I don't know if it's... I'll just check it out. I just kind of want to know what they are more than anything else. Alright, oh god, okay, it's a lot of them. They'll steal your food and they're right up in my face. But hopefully we can zap them away very quickly. Blow them away, that is. Get him, alright. I like their little Santa hats. They even have the white pom-pom on the end. Okay, the ones that were an immediate threat have been disposed of. Yeah, they're going down quickly, that's nice. That one's barely wounded somehow. Missed. Yum, yum. Alright, Shimino can't shoot the one on the left, so I guess we'll go for this one. Well, yeah, they're popping easily. I'm missing this guy a lot, though. There we go. Alright. Yeah, no sweat. I mean, it makes you sweat a little bit, but they're not really that difficult. Plow through. Now we will go down. Hold on, we're not... Oh. I thought I could go left or right here, so what's the deal with that? Is there a secret door I'm missing? I don't see one. And the map clearly shows... Sorry, I lost my map. How did it go? Sorry, I'm having window management issues. Let's try again. There we go. Alright, dude, how do we get to the east or west doors? I wonder if you just have to come from a different path. Like, here's some upstairs. So there's a different way into here. That must be it. So what the heck is down below? Looks just like a dead end. Let me check it out, I guess. If I have to fight the gremlins again, it's not a big deal. It's more of a time waster than anything, I think. Let me just try walking through the walls anyway. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I'll get the fountains first and take note of what they do. Alright, here be fountains and ghosts and slimes. Alright, let's check this one out. Who wants to drink? Or do search here? I think I search. You find a fountain, who drinks? Well, if it is a healing thing, I guess I'm the most wounded, so let's try it. No effect. That sucks. You try it. No effect. Yeah, I think they have a static effect every time, so I don't think it's going to change. Yeah, alright. So maybe that's why I didn't bother to write it down, because I was being lazy, I guess. I'm going to write it now, no effect. I guess over to the next one. It's gonna be poison, right? Die ghosts, die ghosts. Bleeding through the walls. Alright, let's not attack the one in the walls, guys. Actually, I should be able to hit it. Let's try it. Yeah, it's getting away now. Okay. Get back here. Okay, we got a slime. I always say that in an RPG, slimes are either the easiest thing to fight, or they have a really deadly effect on you. Like they instantly crawl up your arm and eat you, or they're like the basic grunt. They're pretty much basic grunts in this game. Alright, let's try this fountain. Search. No effect. What a waste of my time. Alright, so now at least it's written on the map and I won't fall for that again, hopefully. Okay, so through the gremlin room, we will go to the east door this time. God, they're right on top of me. Where's everybody else? Are we all stacked into one space? Yeah, we're all in one space. I guess that's what it does if there's nowhere to put you. Oh, we gotta get rid of these gremlins, guys. Hit them harder. Gremlin fleeing, that's good. The question is, do I want to get the one below me? Or finish the fleeing one? I think I want to attack the one below me. Good, that one popped. So let's finish off the fleeing one. Now, just because they're fleeing, they don't always move away. Sometimes they'll try to get an attack, so... it's still possibly a threat. Alright, so... it missed, I think. So I didn't lose any food, hopefully. Okay, that one's dead. Fleeing. Fleeing. Fleeing still. Killed. Boy, they're really on top of you when you come from this direction, huh? I can always cast Tremor or something, but I'm not quite that concerned. Good old-fashioned firepower should do it. Now I feel much better. Alright, we're killing gremlins the way God intended, with magic wands and crossbows. What about the original Gremlins movie where the mom kills one of the gremlins in the microwave and another one in the blender? I always thought she was awesome in that movie. Alright, gremlin's dead. Alright, so now we can get out of this pile and walk to the east. Stu says, as a kid, I thought it was so gross. It was, yeah. The microwave especially. Hold on, the rightmost thing didn't open up. I just assumed it was going to open up. I might have to step on the right square is all. There we go, okay. Did you know there's a rough cut of Gremlins 3? No, sorry, not Gremlins 3. The original Gremlins that was screened somewhere, and it's like, you know, Gremlins fandom is like drooling over that. It's like a rough cut. They like axed like an hour of the original cut or something, and so some people were able to see the whole thing. And there's like a lot more exposition and whatnot. And there's certain scenes where the snowy environment is a danger, like people trying to drive through it and crashing and whatnot. Is what I've heard. Okay, so we are on the eastern part of the map where I'm going to try to get this orb. I think it's an orb. And denote what it does. And then we can check out those stairs. I'm assuming I've gone down those stairs before, but I'll figure it out and write down the letter. There's so many like parallel sections of a level that it can be difficult to trace. So it's good to write down, like, you know, this staircase A connects to the next level's A, or staircase B to B, etc. Slime, slime, slime. Die, slime, slime. Okay. Some trolls happening. Let's fight the trolls. Troll fleeing. Mark W's taking some hits here. Stinking trolls. Heavily wounded, killed. This one's fleeing. Let's focus on the others. Killed. Still shooting us. Okay, that one's running away. It's like, I just saw what you guys did to them. Prey gets an acid trap in his face. Alright, I guess this is an orb. Where are your maps coming from, asks Stu. Yeah, it's from a spell. You use the, or the, gems. You can use a gem or the view spell. I'm normally using gems. So it shows you the map that you've been seeing, and I've been taking screenshots every time I use a gem. Right, so who should touch the, orb is the question. I don't know which stats it's gonna give. You have, like, intelligence, strength, and dexterity. It seems to usually give strength or dexterity, I feel like. But the max is 50 of any of these, so just to give you an idea of the scale. I guess I can max out my strength. They usually give you like 5, I think. If it does give strength, I can max out my guy's strength here. The prey is still, I always look at him and I'm like, why are his stats so crappy? He could use a dexterity boost. Intelligence, I'm pretty sure, only pertains to spellcasting. So for some characters, intelligence is useless, I believe, like Jeffrey the fighter here. She could use more intelligence. She's a mage. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to give it to Prey. He always seems behind somehow. He's up front. He should be You should be a tank. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Let's see what it is, though. How's his hit points? Yeah, he's got good hit points. Let's try it. Magical ball. +5 dexterity, and he took 200 damage. Yeah, dexterity is a good one because he was a little bit low there. He had like 20, I don't know, 20 something. So that was a good choice, I think. Dexterity has to do with your 2-hit roll. I forget if it has to do with avoiding enemies too. Avoiding attacks. So this is +5 dex, -200 HP. And next we're gonna go down the stairs, I suppose. Deal with the trolls. Lightly wounded. Missing a lot. Okay, maybe next I'll beef up Julia with an orb. Let's check his stats. He's got 28 dex now. That's pretty good. Just comparing these two. Okay, so downstairs are right here. Let's jump down. Oh, one of these. Okay. Is this yeah, I guess this is it. So I could call that A if it matters on the previous map. I guess it doesn't matter, the only one downstairs. I'll write it anyway. What if I go up? That might be a different path that I haven't been to. I go up these here. I came from this one. That's the upstairs where I came from. But there's another path here. Now I do need to find one of the stones. I forget which one is here. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try going back. Going up here. Oh, did this take me to where I've been? Level 3. Oh, I think this is different, actually. Maybe, actually, maybe not. Well, if this is where the poison field was, well, I only removed 2 out of the 4 squares, so I don't think that's it. Let's step around, walk around a little bit. Oh, this is new, yeah. Let me try using a gem. Yeah, definitely new. What is going on here? Secret doors or something? This can be Despise 3B, we'll call it. Despise. Gotta get some bigger text here. Despise L3B. Okay, and these stairs were from below, obviously. I'll call this, I don't know, B or something. Where the heck did that appear? Okay. be here. Okay, so let's check out what this weird wall is and kill these spiders, I guess. Gotta save my file here. Bear with me a sec. This is Despise 3. Okay. Alright. Ghosts right away. But yeah, gems are really valuable. Or invaluable. Invaluable means valuable? What a country. Spiders. They're annoying because they're poison effect. And they don't have webs. They just poison you. Ah. They fire big globs of poison at you. I guess this game doesn't really have the concept of a web. Jeez. There we go. These mimics, they are real chests. Okay, what did Dan say? Noticed something a bit ago. Kills me inside a little bit every time I have to bite my tongue for fear of spoilers. Lol. Earlier I noticed something too and I cringed as you went by. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. I'm thinking about what I missed. Alright, let's check out these walls. Secret doors, alright. But I mean, going by this map, it just looks like it has a mild amount of convenience. Like you just walk through there. That might be where you have to search for the stone. I don't know, probably not. I'll try it anyway. Okay, we got more enemies. Excuse me. Why did I just walk right by now? I was like, oh, what was it? Honestly, I feel like this is kind of getting into my weird logic. In a sense, if you're watching and you see something like, hey, you passed that chest or you passed that secret door, I'm kind of okay with that, and I would appreciate that. I just don't want to be like, oh, I read in the spoiler that if you search at this weird coordinates, you'll find the magic thing you need, even though you didn't have the clue for that yet. You know, something like that. I know it's kind of hard from your point of view, probably, to know when to bite your tongue or not. Because I have my own convoluted logic of what's legit or not. Getting some chests, getting wealthy, killing spiders. Kill the spiders first. The rats don't do nothing. Damn. Oh, Mark's definitely poisoned now. Okay. Let's cast a cure. It's dark. Use another torch. Oh, I got some trolls. Okay. Smack. Troll fleeing. I'm in button bashing mode. Sometimes I just gotta do that. It's just so much faster. All right. Is there anything else to explore on this level? It's like, well, what's going on here? Do I just get some chests here, basically? By all appearances, this was just for some chests. Yeah, I mean, the gem would tell me on the map if there were, you know, secret doors, or obviously it's showing these secret doors or more stairs. So I guess all I do is go back down. That was just for some wealth. Got these two, right? It would not tell me if there was like a square I have to search on. I don't think it would tell me to like find the stone. But I feel like this is too early on in the level. Oh, I see. This is the secret door I knew about. Okay. Didn't I kill these guys already? Did they respawn? I'm just gonna go down. All right, back at 4. Okay, well, Dan says, in that case, I noticed something in the stairwell that went down and the ladder was surrounded by 4 walls. Didn't think that would be a spoiler to say I see a hidden door, but wasn't sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate your being cautious about my strange ethical code. But sure, I'll head back down there and check it. Let's see, where was that? That was when I went down to level 5, I believe. Right here, I guess. But the interesting thing is I don't see any secrets here, and I've obviously used a gem here before to look at it. Anyway, I'll check it out. Pretty much right there. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it right there. So, it's kind of interesting. It did not appear on this map. So there goes my theory that it would always show up here. And the question becomes, why does it show it sometimes and not others? Okay, I'm gonna search in all these spaces. It's dark again. Okay, this must be winds. Yeah, winds. Maybe I should use a gem again. Still got 33 of them. Oh. Wow, okay. So level 5 is bigger than it appeared. So I guess it could replace my old map entirely because it's including that. It's including the part I already had, and it has a lot more. So bear with me a sec while I shuffle files around and whatnot. Trying to stay organized. I'm just glad I don't have to write this all out on graph paper, right? That's just, you could literally, like, you know, back in the olden days, you'd use a gem like this and then you spend 5 minutes or possibly longer just plotting it all out on graph paper. So I am taking advantage of modern tech like screenshots. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Alright, Despise 5. Alright, so we have, it looks like these are poison and sleep fields as far as I can tell. These are altars. Oh, that's where you find the stones usually. I think. So this must be a tough battle. And I don't know if this is just sort of the wraparound forever thing that you see sometimes, or just a legit sort of separate set of sections of the level, but I'm gonna guess it's wraparound madness. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go check out those altars. But it's dark, so so I'm gonna walk into the field most likely. It's hard to see from the map, like, how many spaces up exactly it is. Like, I don't really know what the grid is exactly. I guess it's I'm right here. So I could go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is that? And then it'd be right below the poison? It's hard to look at it. I guess I could extend these lines. Like the doors are sort of a reference point. Like that. Sort of the arrows, but more like this, I guess. That's one line in the grid, basically. Yeah, something like that. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then dispel up to get rid of the poison. I could just walk through these things. And there's sleep, which maybe I'll just walk through that. Sleep isn't that bad usually. I guess if there's a lot of monsters on the other side, that could be bad. All right, but I'm gonna walk up 7 and then try dispelling north. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess I miscounted because I just got poisoned. All right. Well, that sucks. Miscounted by 1. I don't know. Let's walk to the right and see what happens now. Sleep. Blocked. Oh, it's blocked actually. Why is it blocked? Am I still in winds? I don't know if I am. I'm trying to remember if some of the fields are like an impassable area, or am I just walking into a wall here? If I just stepped into poison, I don't see how east could be blocked if it's a wall, right? Going by what we're seeing on this map. But I also miscounted or something, so I'm a little confused. I guess it has to be there's a purple thing to my right that's blocking me, but I thought that was a sleep field. The field is lightning is impassable, says Dan. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That should be blue, I think, but maybe, I mean, I haven't seen it on the map before, so maybe that's what it, maybe that's how it looks. All right, let's try blasting or dispelling to my right. Good call, Dan. Okay, I was able to step to the right. And now the next one's blocked as expected. Cool. Good call, Dan, yeah. Alright, we're through it. And we're out of the wind, so I should be able to use a light. But let's cure some of this poison. We got 5 poisoned people. Whoa, what's happening? Falling rocks. That's scary. More falling rocks. It's not really hurting us very much. Hold on, what is... I'm just gonna rewind my stream and see exactly how much damage it did. Do I need damage? Yeah, it did a little bit. All right. It did like 14 damage to one person, 20 to another. All right. So enough turns of this and it's gonna suck, but yeah, let's just get the poison cured anyway. Like I can see that as long as I hang out here, I'm gonna keep getting hit by falling rocks, but I don't know if it's worth it to move out of the, like to move to the side. It's not really clear to me how it's gonna work. We still have heals up our sleeve, so we'll be okay. All right, now let's put on a light and see if we can see anything actually related to these falling rocks. I think probably not. Torch. Here's the kind of what I expected it to look like. Okay. Yeah, so when I missed... Huh. Okay. When I miscounted, I also seem to have gone north an extra step. Did I... there's no point in reverse engineering what I did wrong. But yeah, I did step up twice through the poison, it looks like. Alright, let's head over to the altar, I suppose. It's just straight down. Is it going to be every step? Jeez. Just keep an eye on these hit points. I think we got through it, actually. We have a big room coming up, which might be a tough battle. Who knows? But maybe I'll throw a few heals at the weaker guys. Like Dupre's pretty beat up. Most of that's from the 200 damage from the orb. Gremlins. Gremlins, bite after bite. Let's get a few more heals in here. Let's heal up Shamino 1. Alright, now we're in pretty good shape. Let's deal with these gremlins. Gremlins. What time is it in the real world? It's 11:22 p.m. I always lose track of time having fun. That's how it goes, right? And I start debating, oh, do I go to bed right now? Maybe I'll extend it to 12. Then 12 becomes 12:30. Come on, gremlins, just pop. Pop! Put them in the blender. This one goes in the microwave right here. Boom! This one gets stabbed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I guess I should just go into the room. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I'm looking at the map and I'm like... You know, I'm right over here. I guess let's just hop into there. Here goes nothing. Alright, we have 2 skeletons, 2 demons, and the Balron. Fine. A little bit crammed, so I'm gonna have some people go around to the right, I guess. A little cramped is what I'm trying to say. Okay, they're shooting. Let's get the skeleton out of the way. It's trying to flee. The Balron is dumb and trying to shoot through the wall. Now, you know, when I was brainstorming about hacking the game, one of the things I thought was I could really make the monsters a lot smarter. They don't have to be this bad. They could maneuver a little bit better. They could just do things that don't involve standing there trying to shoot through a wall. It might make combat a little more interesting if they weren't so brain dead. Much as I love the game, a lot of times the combat feels like you're dealing with absolute morons. Okay, the Balron is putting us to sleep. Okay. Balron barely wounded. Balron critical. Prey sleeping. Sleeping on the job. Just like a paladin. At least we got rid of the Balron. This should be easy pickings from here. Demons attacking the poor sleeping dude. To pray for that matter. Okay. Now we can get some chests. There should be a passageway north to get to the altar, I think. We're blocked by the sleeping dude. You can't step over him. How do we find the passageway up? I mean, it might just be we have to step in the right space. That seems to be a thing. But as far as the map goes, it looks like the doorway would be right where the mage is standing here. I guess I could just try making him move north and see what happens. Otherwise, we have to find the right magical space to step on, I suppose. Might be this little place south of where Jeffrey is right now. Seems like it could be something. It looks suspicious. Oh, I just made him pass by accident. No, that's not it. Okay. How do we get there? Everybody look for secret doors. Could be just some random obscure spot like down here. Just gonna move Janna around. Give everybody but Janna. Easier to control one person at a time. Where would that spot be? It seems like there's no like suspicious spot. Like, aha, that's where I'd have to step. So I don't know. That's even what you have to do. I need ideas here. Yes, there's clearly a door here. We've definitely seen before. Sometimes you just have to step on the right space to open it. Guess I could just exhaustively search. It just seems a little silly. Dan says it's probably good to hug all the walls and nooks. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna go with Janna again. I didn't try the entry squares from the bottom. That's the thing, you can approach this from the bottom, so it would seem like silly if you just step into the room from there arbitrarily and that just opens up the secret door. Stu says, I remember in Ultima 5, sometimes you have to attack certain spots on the walls. Huh. I don't remember that in this game, but it could be a thing. Actually, the thing is it doesn't let me attack. It says nothing to attack, so I guess so much for that idea. It's a good idea, though. It was a good idea. No. Could it be I need to take some special action, like, you know, use an item or use the horn? The heck is the stone? Do I use the stone? That's the red stone from the other dungeon. What if I have to like go into the right, the correct room? Like maybe there's You know how we have these sort of duplicates? Maybe one of them is a fake or something? I don't know. I'm in this one right here. It doesn't seem characteristic of this game though. It just feels weird. Okay, Jana's just gonna run laps here. Like go through every space. Did I get this whole row? I'm gonna go to the right just because I'm not sure if I got the right in this row that Jen is in. Doesn't feel right, unfortunately. I don't. Can I search while I'm in this screen, the battle screen? No, there's no search available. So it's not that. I wonder if it could be you have to have like one person standing in one space and another in the other. Let's make you probably stand in the suspicious looking space. Yeah, it doesn't even let me attack. Alright, Jana's gonna keep methodically testing every square. After that, we'll have to come up with another plan. Don't know what. I need some sort of object. And Jenna's gonna go back down to go left and then up. All right, next row. Yeah, this doesn't feel good. Is there a spell like open or something? I think there is. I thought that's only for chests. I could try it, I guess. We could check what the spellbook says about open. It might give like a hint that it can open doors occasionally or something like that. Yeah, I tried walking into all the north walls actually. Well, the ones all the way at the top. I didn't like check weird. No, I tried them all actually. I'll do it again anyway in case I'm wrong. Let's do my first things first and let's methodically cover every place with Jana. Like it was hard to see because I'm mashing my up arrow button when different people were standing in different spots. I'm pretty sure I did check those like 5 squares. Right, so now everybody's been in every square, I think. Or somebody's been in every square is what I mean. Let me try below where Janet is now because I'm not sure if I was in that one. Alright, so I think I've been in every square. Alright, so let's do all the north walls like Stu was suggesting. So let's get Julia doing that. Start with this one here. Move up Julia. Nope. Next one. Nope. Next one. Nope. Next one. Nope. Dance's walkthrough gave a possible hint and wanted to, not yet. I'm gonna try more north walls even though they don't look right. Like in these corners and stuff. I can't see it being there, but I'll try it anyway. Here, no. Now I'm gonna check out the spell description for open. See if that could possibly be a thing. I don't remember ever having to cast open to make a door appear, but nonetheless, I'm gonna take a look. Okay, there was once a time when all beings were fair and just. The principal vessel used for the transport of one's worldly possessions. I'm getting tired of that. Wooden chest. Getting tired of all the flavor text. Yeah, it seems to only have to do with chests, not like finding secret doors. Alright, yeah, it specifically mentions chests only. Cure, dispel, fireball, heal, kill, magic missile, negate. Open, protection, quickness, tremor. Stone and horn are all I have for items. I tried both those actually. Well, could be this is sort of a fake room and I have to go to the other one. Kinda hate to have to fight my way through all those traps and stuff again. But I also know that a lot of these levels, when they look like this, it's just like an infinite loop. Tempted to ask Dan if it's just related to that or not. No. Think about what else could it be. Could it be I go from a different way? We did see that not all the secret doors are actually showing up. Maybe I just need to go to the north here and search down there. And this has sort of been a distraction. But it shows a door here, though. Why would it show a door there? If there's not one. Alright, don't tell me anything yet, Dan. I'm going to try to go around from the top. And I might have to possibly do this fight again later. I mean, it's not a hard fight, so I can handle some Balron and a couple demons. It just seems scary. Dan's probably like, oh, look at this. Oh. So I think the map is just showing this as one big room, but it's actually like a few screens worth. See this? That's probably all there is to it. Okay, so let's kill the... Oh, how am I going to go north through the water, though? Maybe I don't. Alright, well, let's kill them first things first. We know we have to kill them, so... You chicken serpents. Yeah, I did not expect this to take me to another combat directly, that's for sure. Now this could be a screen where you step on the right square and maybe the water goes away. Or this whole thing could be a red herring and you do have to go around and find a secret door on the top. Let's just move out a little bit. good. Okay. So I feel like there's some progress. Dan said that's what I was gonna say. Just need to go second room to your right. Yeah, okay. Now I'm really afraid that was a little bit of a spoiler. That's just what you need to do. All right, that's fine though. I'm not worried about it. I think I need to figure out a way to make this water disappear, perhaps. Or else, maybe I just keep going to the right. I don't know. All right, Stu is out. Thanks for hanging out once again, Stu. And I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Try shooting. No one to attack. Okay. Oh, there's a secret door. I see it. It's kind of funny, those secret doors are, in a sense, they're very obvious, right? You don't have to like blindly poke around. You just have to look for the little pixel. Now on the Commodore version, the bricks were largely white. And there was just like a central white dot that was kind of harder to see, I would say. It's a little easier to see. But I can't move up from where Mark W. the Bard is right now. Can I go left or right? Can't go left either. That's interesting. What the heck is that about? Let's try going right next. Can't go left, right, or up. What is that about? Trying to see if I can gather any hints from this map here, but I don't think so. Could it be search? I can't search on the battle screen. I don't know what this is about. Just a red herring, maybe? I mean, I guess I would only ever be able to move on to other secret door spaces. So in a sense it makes sense, but it's pretty disturbing. Like, it's gonna bother me. Oh, there's another one. Just noticed another one. Maybe I have to stand in both of them. I don't know. Let's try that. You stand there. There might be another one even. I can only notice two. And Mariah, you can be the other one who stands in that secret door. Yay! Now I'm not sure if I needed both to stand in those locations or just the one that Mariah went into. Go, go, Ultima IV. Go, go, go. Here we go. We're gonna get this stone, guys. Whatever color it might be. You find the yellow stone! Yeah! Alright, all that hard work paid off. Sweet. Alright, let's take note of Yellowstone. Not the TV series. And I guess we can get out of Despise unless we want to Unless we want to just head down to the bottom just to beat up things for some more. It's possible there are more orbs to touch. What's the lowest level I found last time? I went down to 6. It looks like there's more levels beyond that, so yeah, let's keep exploring a bit. Now we have to get out of here unscathed, or not necessarily unscathed, but without dying. So which way did I come from here? I came from above, I think. Did I? I can't remember. Oh, I came from above, I think here. I don't know, it was this one, right? I guess I should map these, write these down. In any case, let's head back to the stairs. Hopefully the cleared out fields are still cleared. Gotta find these losers again. I guess I could just walk by them. I'm always afraid that it's gonna count like losing valor if I just run away though. I feel like I tested that in a like it's like in a dungeon room it doesn't count as fleeing, or I don't really know what the deal is. There's some sort of logic behind it though. Alright. I mean, I haven't explored down. I guess I could try that. I think it's just going to take me back to the dungeon. And it's fine if it does, I guess. Alright, then down we go. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected. So let's just head back the way we came. And hopefully things are still cleared out. Oh, gremlins. Yeah, they are cleared out. Just shoot the heck out of them real quick. Come on, die faster. Die faster, please. Be a good sport. Oh. Not everything is cleared out. The poisons are back. Oh no, I just walked through those before, didn't I? Now the question is, do I want... Yeah, I'll just use Dispels. I'll use 2 Dispels. Magica Dispel. It's dark. Okay, I want to go... I don't know where I want to go. Do I want to go down? Sure, I'll go down, I guess. Still in the dark, which means I'm in that rectangular room. Am I hitting a wall? What's happening? Blocked. Right? I'm not in the winds anymore, right? Okay, so there's that. Torch. Oh. I think I went through a secret door. Perhaps down below stair area. I might have gone through this wall. Well, how would I do that? How would I avoid going up the stairs? You kind of just... in this game, you don't have to actually initiate an action, like press a button or anything to go up the stairs. You just touch them and you go up. So I don't know how the heck I got here. But I'm in a room full of treasure chests. Well, it does look like their stairs are right there, so maybe somehow I did go past them. Could it be when you're in the dark, you don't just automatically go up or downstairs? Maybe I ought to use a gem quick. Oh, where the heck am I? Let's use a gem. Oh, I did go down to level 6. I just missed that. Okay. So, Here's the map I have logged. Okay, I have a totally different level 6 section logged. Okay. So I'm going to take some screenshots as usual. And we'll call this A, staircase A. Level 5. I'm pretty sure I must have gone down here. I must have. What else could it be? Not sure I'm labeling these staircases in a meaningful way at the moment. That's alright. Okay, select the A, please. Dun, dun. Oh my god, why is this being so stupid? Bear with me a sec, gotta shuffle the files around, you know the drill. 6B. Dun, dun. I think I need to call that staircase like something else. I think I'm too tired to parse it out at the moment. Okay, not a big deal. All right, anyway, here I'm on a level with a lot of chests. And I don't see any staircases down, so I think the whole point of this place is to get chests, and there is a fountain here. We'll explore that. There's a room. Earthquake equals falling rocks, says Dan. Yeah, sure. We got Reapers coming up here, by the way. A lot of goodies. We can buy some more goodies for our party once we get all these chests. Guess I should just use a negate. I'm always like debating, let's save it, but we've seen what can happen. Alright. Now they're pretty useless. They can still hurt you. They shoot shit at you. Yeah, like that. Having a hard time hitting them, apparently. Well, finally we're doing some damage. Reaper's fleeing, but they can't move. It's just kind of flailing his tentacles around like, ah! I wish I could get out of here. It just fired a poison blob. Oh, that's right, yeah, the screen shakes like a tremor spell, that's true. It's a cool little effect, honestly. Alright, so Mark W got poison. Hooray. So that's sarcasm. Okay, I'm gonna leave him poisoned because we have another round of Reaper battles to do. I'm gonna risk not negating because it's only 4. Let's see if I regret that. We're gonna kill one really fast here, though. Yeah, so only 3. Okay, they did not cast the mass sleep. The mass sleep spell is a bad one because they don't have to target. It just makes the whole screen go view, and everybody has a chance of dropping to the ground sleep. So it's nasty when there's a lot of enemies, but this was totally not a problem just now. Anyway, now we can cure Mr. Mark. So many chests. Jana's being the brave one because she has the most hit points. Okay, let me glance at this map for a moment. Yeah, just there's more chests to get is all, and there's a fountain to the left. Let's hit the fountain, I guess. Got some gremlins. Can't wait till Mark W levels up to level 8, because then I can get our 8th and final party member, who is Katrina the Shepherd. She's gonna be so weak. But hey, she's an 8th person to shoot stuff. So she can sit in the back ranks shooting her, I don't know if she can use a magic wand. We'll have to see. Alright, who wants to get this one? Jeez, I don't know. Here goes nothing. We'll give it to Mark. He's beat up a lot. Ah, refreshing. It healed him. Cool. And we can all drink, is it? Oh yeah, this is good. Everybody's healing up. Oh, nice. Ah, refreshing. So we'll take note this is healing. Okay. See, level 6 might be the last level of this dungeon. But let's finish gathering treasure chests. There's more down here to the left. More reapers too, okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just fight him. God. Still, do I want the last person to to change the mind because everybody else failed to kill anybody? No, I'm gonna just go with it. I'm gonna go with it. Oh God, that was a nightmare scenario. Okay, we're back up. Maybe let's cast negate now, if we can get a moment in there. Oh God. All right, negate. No more fooling around. Jesus. Mark W electrified. Yeah, I'm that electrical. I have to remember never to underestimate these groups of reapers. I just haven't seen the bad thing happen in a while, so I was like, what's the issue? But yeah, that was a little dangerous right there. I'll let them take their naps until they wake up. We have the negate spell for that purpose. Let's not be cheap. Talking to myself here. Probably everybody watching was thinking, what are you doing from the get-go? But Mark W needs a serious heal. He's taking the brunt of that because their logic is just to shoot at the person who's closest. There's actually one way you could play this sort of thing is, in general, just make the point man, Mark W in this case, step back 1 square. So at least you divide up the blows somewhat between the front 3 guys, instead of there being only 1 front guy, really. So that's one way to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna just walk right over to that fountain again, I think. And drink some more. Getting electrocuted all over the place here. Okay. Wonder if the fountain does a cure. I'm thinking probably not, because it's not. It's how this game works. Like heals and cures tend to be separate things, but I'm gonna try it. I haven't seen anything else so far that does both a cure and a heal. Yeah, look at that. So, alright, I guess I have to cast cure again as usual. You really do burn through the cures. It's amazing. And now we can drink again. Voila. Some gremlins. Getting tired of you guys. And says that he wondered why the gate wasn't the first thing he did. Yeah, I was just getting greedy. Like, yeah, you know, I'm handling these guys okay. I just shouldn't with Reapers. And Dan says I think I would cast my favorite Tremor a lot. Well, that's one way to deal with the Reapers, I suppose. Get chest. Yeah, we're getting pretty wealthy again. I don't think we're gonna have 9999 coming out of this like from the last dungeon, but we might have like by the time we finish up this level, maybe 6,000 or so, at least 5,000, I hope. There are more chests up here, and oh, more gremlins too. Yeah, it's gonna be good to be able to buy another, I don't know, maybe new armor or another magic wand for somebody, something like that. I gotta deal with another set of Reapers. Only one. Okay, I'm gonna. I'll be greedy because there's only one. He's critical after the first hit. Now he's fleeing. All right, cool. But yeah, that's always one way you can play it. Like, see how the first round goes, and your last character could be the one who casts the negate if it hasn't gone well. Shopping sprees. It's dark. Okay, I gotta use another torch, I suppose. I'm gonna have to restock a bunch of things. Torches. I feel like I'm pretty good with gems still. I need to restock cures. What just happened? I messed something up there. Alright. I can't imagine using the open spell on these chests, because it's just kind of like what's worse? I mean, the expense of spells is crazy in this game. That's kind of why one of my many hypothetical hacks I want to implement is make it so like really good spellcasters get some free spells. Maybe not in terms of magic points, but in terms of reagents used, just to encourage like the mages flinging magic missiles all over the place, and maybe this open spell is free. It could just be my playstyle that I'm stingy, but I see it like every usage of open is using the reagents it costs. So it's like any chest opening is a lesser cost, even in like the worst case. I think the worst case is you probably get poisoned, I guess, but even then you have a chance of evading the poison trap. So I don't know, I think it would just be cool if like maybe the major, I don't know if it'd only be limited to the major or what, but like some people could cast some lower level spells for free. Let's move everybody to the left. We're not really seeing them here. You can go down. Go down. Okay. Are the secret doors blocking the shots or not? I think not. That's a real wall there. Why am I wasting all this time? Just orcs and shit. Orcs and trolls. Really basic stuff. Don't need to be careful. Orcs and trolls and trolls and orcs. That's what you should have for breakfast. Delicious. Why are we here in this room anyway? We want to get some more chests. Do we want to go to the left or down? Let me look at the map again. Okay, I guess it leads to the same okay, the only point of this room is to just get the chest in it and maybe get some XP because it's all connected here, right? So it's not really getting me access to somewhere I couldn't go to without going in the room. Yeah, so I think shortly we'll wrap up this dungeon crawl. Head to the surface, maybe visit Lord British with the hope of leveling up. Then I'll have to call it a night. It is after midnight. Let's go west, I guess. Have a couple of people grab the chests. Do. Fell asleep. Alright, wakey wakey, Mr. Jeffrey. What do you got to say, Dan? Usually one way they implement that elegantly is the higher spellcaster level, the cheaper the cost to cast spells becomes, like less mana required. Yeah, to me I want it to be like less reagents required. But that the thing is it would only be sort of Boolean, like, you know, buying everything. Either you would cost reagents or not, I guess. Why'd I go in there again? Wait, was it the same room? Can I get the stuff again? If I leave, am I going to be considered a coward? Oh man, I don't know. Should have done that though. I'm just going to kill him. I'm always confused by that. Like, I feel like there's some rule like in a dungeon room like this you can flee, but... Or it's not even considered fleeing, maybe. It's considered exiting. I don't know. I'm too tired to make up a reason. It's more like real lifetime. It takes more than anything else. That's the only expense. I just kind of absent-mindedly walked into this room. Probably means I ought to call it a night. It's the rain starting to leak out my ears time of the evening. Cast Tremor to save time. I guess I could, but I'm too cheap. Oh yeah, Dan says the one that makes them fight themselves. Yeah, I think it's called Jinx. It's kind of funny. It's like the Ring of Conflict in NetHack. Okay, let's go, I don't know, back down. Oh, there's still one guy to kill, okay. Charge! Charge! Okay, let's leave except for one guy can collect the stuff. You're on point, Jenna. Okay, Jenna's gonna get the stuff. You got the stuff. more money. More money, more money. So much easier when there's only one person on the screen. Alright, she got the stuff. Okay. So did I get all the chests is the question. Let me just review this little room here without going into the fighting room. We have this C-shaped thing. I got all those. Any secret doors? I think I pretty much got everything. There's a room down here. Did I get all of them here? I did. And some trolls. I think I got everything. All right. Yeah, unless there's a path I missed, I think I'm done with the dungeon. And I definitely got what I really need, which is a stone. Checking some maps quick. There are 3 downstairs on level 3 here. Did I check every path? No, there's 2 downstairs. Yeah, I guess I checked them all then. Oh, there are 3. 3 downstairs. There's probably more to check out. It's a question of do I want to. So this level 3, we have A would take me to this one. And C takes me to this, but what is it? Oh, B is over here. Okay. Yeah, so I think I've been everywhere. Unless maybe there's a secret place. Alright, so I think I'm gonna head out of the dungeon. So what's the path up that I want to take? I could just cast exit. Where the heck am I now? There's the exit spell, but usually the path up isn't that bad if you've mapped everything out. You just like walk up a few spaces here and then you're on the next level. But now I am here and wait, is this the right map? I might be on the wrong 3 map here. What am I looking at? Do I have this area mapped even? Oh, it's this screen here, yeah. I went up the wrong way. I don't know, maybe I will just catch the exit. I have to fight through gremlins. I'll kill them, no problem. Oh, jeez. I forgot they're right on top of you on the screen. Maybe this is a good excuse to use Tremor. I'm gonna do it. This is for Dan's amusement. Here comes the Tremor. I only have 1. That's okay. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. It is fun. Gotta say. I wish I had killed the ones right next to me. It's kind of justified, too, just to minimize the risk of them grabbing my food. I have to be all calculating about it. That's me. I can't just accept that it's fun. You know, it saves time too, right? So, and we're still getting the XPs out of it. So not bad. Okay, that's that. Do I want to go west here? I want to go north. Up we go. Okay, now we're on level 3 with the field. Yeah, that's still cleared out, so we can just go up. Gotta deal with monsters, though. Gotta get our XPs in anyway. Yeah, baby. Do not poison me. Alright, one's dead. Two are dead. Alright. More treasure. I think we want to go up here, right? Level 2. What is this one? Oh yeah, this guy here. Okay. I have to deal with seahorses in the pool, but that's not too bad. Seahorse fleeing. Record breaking slime deaths. Record speed. Alright, let's not get lost here. It seems pretty straightforward, really. This room was annoying. And again, I'm not entirely sure if I can just pass through or not. Don't have any tremors anymore. Don't. I feel like you probably can. Let's just kill him anyway. Headless. Can he hit the gazer? Yeah, look at that. Get that gazer. That old geezer. Oh, it's beautiful. Headless is fleeing. Okay. Ah, my point guy fell asleep. He's awake again. Hurry. Come on, get out of here, geezer. By get out of here, I mean die. You ain't as tough as your beholder brethren. Okay, everybody to the east, except we'll have Paladin man, pray get all the chests. I got like 6,300 goldish. That's pretty good. Ghosts. Level 1. Rats. Oh, rats. Doom. Yeah, it is satisfying against tougher enemies, especially. Balrons, Reapers, Gazers, oh my. Okay, there are mimics here. I don't remember. Yes, there's mimics. Okay. Kill the mimics. Shimino, you got the chests this time. Try not to die. He fell asleep. Okay, onward. Oh. Lava lizard. It's interesting that lava lizards hang out with the lowly bat. Hurrah! Hiya! Woo! Alright, we're on the surface. Oof. Wasn't really that grueling of a dungeon, but it always feels like a huge relief as soon as you escape. Okay, so, what do we want to do? I could just call it a stream here. I think I want to at least, maybe go to Lord British, heal up, do a quick shopping spree, perhaps. Where did I buy stuff from? Yeah, before I was buying stuff at, Buccaneer's Den, which I might want to go to again. Because Buccaneer's Den had, some good, like, magic wands and stuff, right? Yeah. Their armor selection sucks, actually, but their weapons are good. I also need to get... Yeah, I might as well get, like, torches while I'm there, I guess. Vesper has 5 torches for 50. Yeah, that's the same as at Buccaneer's Den. Not sure how much longer I should push this stream, though. Where the heck am I right now? Yeah, I'm near Britannia. I guess I could just... Maybe I could save this shopping spree for next time. Let's go get healed up and possibly leveled up. To me, that's always like the thing you do right after a dungeon. You go visit Lord British. See if you get levels. Get your butt healed up. How dare you? $43 gold, 43. Alright, let's wrap this up. Come on, guys. Surrender. What if an optional thing would be the enemy surrender? Then what do you do with them, though? Maybe it just cleans up the battle quickly and it counts like you killed them. Just ends it quickly. If they know it's hopeless, they just surrender and that's it. It could give you the XP anyway, just so you don't feel like you're losing something. Hold on, I want to go right and around, or I guess so. Oh no, go away, pythons. Here comes the leotard. Okay. Oh man, get away from me. I'll just fight him. They're just gonna be waiting for me. Button mashing. I'm playing like track and field here. Seeing how fast I can mash the button. Could put on auto fire and just hold it down. Right, wasn't there another enemy? Let's just finish it off. Like you might as well. Okay. Alright. Levels and potentially healing. Oh, I got that backwards. Healing and potentially levels. And then I'm calling it a night. 12:30. But yeah, definitely next time, first thing I'll do is shop. Welcome, Mark W. and thy worthy adventurers. Alright, Mark W. level 8, Julia 7, Shimino 5. Nice. I think that's what I saw. But that means we can get Katrina the Shepherd next. Yeah, so next stream will be recruit Katrina, go on a shopping spree. Maybe fill in some of the loose ends that, things to do, like, things I've been taking note of today, like, ask, what's his face, Jude the Beggar about Mondane Skull. Got a whole bunch of things to look into. Check out the castles for the syllables to the word. Yeah. But for now, is there anything else to do? We're gonna get healed, actually. But yeah, to be level 8 is cool. That means Mark W has maxed out his level. Which might mean for easy fights, refraining from attacking. Like, let everybody else get the experience, which is a little bit annoying because you can't just mash the button. But that's the way to divvy up the experience properly. We have, yeah, Mark W is 8, Depre 6, Julia 7, everybody else 6 and 5. Unfortunately, when we get Katrina, she'll be at level 2. Yeah, my stats are pretty close to maxed out. Strength is maxed out. Very nice. And yeah, that's where I'm going to save it. So, thanks for hanging out with me, Dan the Man, and everybody else. It's been fun as usual. One of these days we'll finish. Also, you know, maybe we'll get to a dungeon again next week. I don't know if I'll get the time with all the other stuff I want to try, but that would be good. It'd be good if I can get in this cadence of doing a dungeon each time, perhaps. I can't save right here. But this time I had already mapped out most of the dungeon, though. So it's very time consuming. But yeah, there's a lot to do. So let's just exit right here, and that's it, everyone. See you next time. Take care and keep ultimating or something. All right, bye guys. See ya.